So as you know, I've been a recreational diver for over a year now, and I believe it is time for me to venture out of my comfort zone and learn something new. Recently, I've been taking a form of scuba diving that has been booming in the past few years. It is known as Sidemount diving. But what exactly is Sidemount? Our deep dive begins by recognizing the differences between regular scuba diving and Sidemount itself. What makes it so special that I decide to use up all my free time for it? Quick recap, and for all the non-divers, this is what a regular scuba diver generally looks like. The gear consisting of, first, the BCD, otherwise known as the buoyancy compensator device. Second, the mask. Third, a regulator, which is the part that you breathe from. Fourth, the fins and boots. Fifth, dive computer. And sixth, of course, your tank that is situated on your back. Now let's look into what a Sidemount configuration actually looks like. As per usual, they have almost all of the same equipment as what we saw before. But if you notice that there are key differences between the two, which lie heavily on the BCD, regulator, and tank configuration, we can see that the biggest difference is the fact that we have two tanks, aka double the responsibility, but double air, so win-win. And so, because we have two tanks, which are situated on both sides of our body, rather than the back, this may affect the diver's center of gravity and buoyancy. Thus, the buoyancy system is the heart of the Sidemount diving configuration. In Sidemount diving, there are many types of setups air systems, whether it's jacket style, based on harness and wing, or off the rack. But in this video, we will focus on off the rack systems because I use this kind. Off the rack simply means that it's a standardized system that is generally sold in the market that targets a specific need. I use a system by Razor, specifically the Razor 4 Sidemount system, but there are generally a lot of different manufacturers that really depend on what you look for in a dive system, such as Hollis, Dive Right, and many others in the market. A regular off-the-rack system consists of the following. First, we have the harness. The harness provides the structure and attachment points for securing the tanks and accessories to the diver's body. It usually has an adjustable strap for customization. Second, buoyancy control device, or BCD. Specifically designed for Sidemount diving, the BCD accommodates air bladders, integrated weight systems, and attachment points for tanks. Third, air bladders. These inflatable bladders within the BCD allow for the diver to control buoyancy underwater. Sidemount systems often have dual bladders for redundancy. Fourth, we have the tanks. The Sidemount system includes at least two tanks that are secured to the harness, typically placed parallel to the diver's body on each side. Fifth, the regulators. Two regulators are used, each connecting to one tank. These regulators allow the diver to breathe underwater and manage gas supply from the tanks. Sixth, attachment points. Various D-rings, bungees, clips, and loops are incorporated into the system for securing equipment, managing hoses, and maintaining a streamlined configuration underwater. And seventh, weight systems. Some Sidemount systems have integrated weight pockets or attachment points for adding weights to achieve proper buoyancy control, as well as accessories such as spools, reels, knives, lights, and safety equipment can be integrated into the system based on the diver's preference and needs. Once again, we can see the key differences between the two lie heavily on the BCD regulator and tank configuration. So why? Why would I put myself through this hassle of learning something way out of my comfort zone after only diving for a year? Well, simply because I want to challenge myself. Growing up, I haven't had the best self-confidence, and I believe that taking a course that was way out of my comfort zone and was unfamiliar to me would help me unlock my true potential, all while shaping my overall dive skills. Learning Sidemount with somewhat novice experience may seem daunting at first, but it actually poses multiple advantages, as well as learning opportunities that you can use for the future. Some that I've noticed while transitioning to Sidemount configuration is that, first, you have an improved skill set. Taking a course in Sidemount diving had helped me to expand my skills, understand gear configurations, and how to manage gas properly, as well as overall improve my essentials of diving, which are buoyancy, trim, as well as awareness. Second, versatility. The system's equipment accessibility made the system much more versatile for me. The addition of another tank, the valves, and the regulators are much closer to access, which can supply for safety as well as longer dives. Third, future opportunities as well as diversification. Sidemount diving can be beneficial if you are interested in exploring environments that suit this configuration. Let's say if you wanted to go beyond the open sea, you wanted to go cave diving, you want to specialize in wrecks, or you want to maybe aspire to become an advanced or technical diver. Sidemount training lays a solid foundation, preparing you for more complex dives and sets you on a path forward to mastering different diving disciplines. But like any diving configuration, Sidemount has its downsides that may not suit to everyone's preferences or diving goals. It's crucial to weigh these aspects thoughtfully. First, weight distribution challenges. Maintaining balance during the dive may be difficult for new divers, thus maybe Sidemount's not your thing. And then we have additional gear. A need for extra equipment might complicate dives. You have to double the tanks, double the everything, which may complicate your dive. Third, tank availability and charges. Some dive shops may not offer suitable tanks or might charge extra for two tanks per dive. And as we wrap up this video, I hope that to all the recreational divers who want to try something new, you should add Sidemount to your bucket list. Remember that diving is a deeply personal journey, and so it's entirely up to you. It depends on your personal preferences, diving goals, and comfort level while embracing new techniques. Whether you're drawn to Sidemount or prefer the familiar embrace of a traditional configuration, the choice is yours. Your diving experience should always prioritize your comfort, safety, and the joy of underwater discovery. Let me know in the comments what your diving style preferences are and what excites you most about exploring the depths. Until next time!